Hello, welcome to Fibertown. It's episode 123 and it's the 7th of October 2015. And happy birthday month to me! And Alice says hello! Show him your beautiful face, darling. No, that's not the whole face. Hi! Hi, little lovey. So, yes, my birthday is the Monday after Rhinebeck, and I'm very excited. I like to celebrate my birthday the whole month long. It is the month of me. It's how I rationalize impulse purchases in the month. I treat myself basically all month long, and everything is awesome. I know it's very grown up of me, but come on, it's the little things. I wake up when I go to bed at night. It's Here's an example of one of the little things. When I go to bed at night, I think to myself, tomorrow I get to have coffee again. I know, right? And just let me show you my new coffee mug. And I forgot the card of the potter, darn it. Okay, she's from Stanton, Virginia, and I got this at Shenandoah, and I forgot to show it. And my daughter got one too, but hers is a Zelda. It's the Triforce of Wisdom or Wizardry. I can't remember, but it's a Zelda symbol. Legend of Zelda. There we go, the Deathly Hallows. It's my new favorite mug. I'm branching out into other handmade mugs. So, I want to say a few things. Let's see, we've got welcomes, we've got a giveaway, we have FOs, whips, spinning, sewing, and various other things. So where can you find the podcast? You can find it on YouTube, on iTunes, on my blog, which is fibertown.blogspot.com. You can find us on Ravelry at Fiberspace Town Podcast. And that is a group, and we are at about 930 members. You may remember that I have a beautiful skein of Wollmeise to give away when that group reaches 1,000. So it's on my shelf, just waiting for someone to have it. So it will remain there until it is needed. Let's see. I want to say hello to Jen Quilts 2. 3 people this week, which is awesome. Let's see. The first one is Jen Quilts 2, and she lives in Alexandria, Virginia, so local to me. She knits, spins, and likes to bake, and occasionally quilts, like her name says. She started watching the podcast when I was in Spain. Oh, very cool. Excellent. And we have another Spain comment coming up from another new viewer. The next one is This Yarn Mom. And let's see, what is your name? Wendy! Hi, Wendy. She's been watching for a while, only recently getting involved in the forums on Ravelry. Yeah, she has 91 posts, so excellent. Thank you so much for saying hello and for watching. And I'm glad you're enjoying it and getting some tidbits of information sometimes. That's what she also said. Okay, the last person to introduce herself is Jessica from, let's see, she's from California, and she lives in Chicago now. Oh, she was referred to the podcast because she was going to be leaving for Spain at the end of the month, and she'll be there till June. Okay, bueno. She's going to Murcia. Murcia. That's one of my favorite words to say ever. I heard that you lived there for a time. Well, more of a visitor. I have lived in France, but I've actually not ever lived in Spain. I've been there many, many, many times, including when I lived in France. I would go to Barcelona quite a lot, but you may or may not know that's not technically Spain. As far as, boundaries of the country go, it is Spain, but a boundary of a nation, it is the nation of Catalonia. Let's see. So I do have some back episodes from last summer as well, where I'm in the south of Spain and again in the mountains near Burgos. So you just started sock knitting? Yes, bring some sock yarn. Excellent. There's yarn in Spain, but one can't be too safe when it comes to such things. Yes. I don't know, despite my visiting every summer, I don't know a lot about the fiber scene. It's definitely, more of a meat sheep market in Spain because lamb is quite popular, I shall say. Quite popular. But I hear rumblings now and then of new fiber endeavors starting in Spain. So, is it Gregoria Fibers who's based out of Spain? I'll have to think about that and try to let you know if I hear of anything. Okay, so hello and thank you for saying hi and thank you for joining the group and excellent. Let's do a giveaway for the Woodworker Mitts by Christina. Oh my gosh, Christina Bowers? You know how bad I am with names. I think it's Christina Bowers. She designed and offered. Stop licking my arm. First world problems, I know. My crazy dog likes to lick everything. It's like her main form of communication. Don't lick my, and she likes to do it right after she's had a drink of water, so it's, her whiskers are all watery. Anyway, do you guys want to know who won the Woodworker Mitts? It was number 21, Chevy Rel. So, contact me when you hear this, and I will make sure that you get the mitt pattern from Christina. They're gorgeous, knit out of DK wool, and I've heard from some people who are like, I just couldn't wait to buy these, so I went and bought them already. So excellent. Okay, another sip of coffee, and then we'll do FOs. I have 2 FOs. I think one of them, I can't remember if the Milo was done. I did some baby knits, and they're all actually boxed up, packed up, but that's okay. Easy to repack. I did the Milo by Georgie Hallam, and I did the sort of between a 3 and 6 month size. Isn't that yarn gorgeous? That's Mad Tash DK in the Fig colorway. I did the horseshoe cable down the front. Just love this little thing. It smells like soak. And yeah, this will go to a friend. And then I did the garter ear flap hat from the Pearl Soho blog. This is a free pattern. The mom wanted a little purple on this, so I slapped some purple on there. There's the back. It is garter stitch in the round, but you do get this nice seam here. And it's little, it's okay. And then, so it has these little ear flappy things here. So this little package will go to my friend. And that's fun. I do enjoy baby knits, especially the Milo. That goes in the list of patterns that I have knit multiple times. Never gets tiring. Okay, works in progress. I have 3. Is that right? 3. I have some socks, a sockhead hat, and the Enchanted Mesa sweater. Are you going to stay or go? All right, well, let's start with the Enchanted Mesa since it's right next to us. It's in my big sweater bag. And, oh my goodness, you guys. This is due by Rhinebeck, so I'm being monogamous with this now when I'm at home. And sometimes I take it out with me as well, but it's getting kind of unwieldy. I have both armholes. And the stockinette is now right below my boobs. So there's the one armhole. And I have it on 2 needles so that I can try it on. And it's all out of hand spun gourmet stash. Some of it's spindle spun, some of it is wheel spun. I would say mostly spindle spun, except for the bigger skein, which is, it's all getting tangled in here, which is this one. This was the Great Gatsby colorway, so it's got yellow, gray, and sparkly. Gold, I would say golden gray and sparkly. This is Smaug. Was this Spinner's Hill? I think it might have been. And then I have, in the bowl over here, I have 3 others. Don't remember. I think this one had to do with unicorns, and this one was, I don't know if that one had a colorway name, but that's that gorgeous pink. And this is something else. I have tags somewhere, but I don't know. So mods on this, I added 2 extra swoops because this yarn is pretty thin. So it needed I did, yeah, I think it was 2 extra sets of swoops that I did. And then once I felt like this longer side here, where the base of the short rows are, once I felt like I tried it on and that was about my armhole level, I put the required number of stitches for the armhole on waste yarn, and then I stopped doing short rows. I basically started knitting, just knitting in the round, knit, 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 stockinette instead of garter. And I kept trying it on and seeing where it was going to hit my other armhole over here. This is not the way the pattern does it. The pattern has you do one significantly dropped armhole. And I just try it on and I see where things fall. So they are more or less symmetrical, more or less. I think this one is a bit higher than this one, but it's not enough to make a difference to me. Then I just knit and stockinette all the way to the bottom and do a garter band, and then I'll pick up and knit the sleeves. So it's fun. I really have to crank it out though. It's the traditional knit like mad right before the festival kind of race, and I do have a drop stitch that I need to fix later, and it's coming off of its marker. It makes me nervous. Okay. It's a lot of fun. And I'm sort of alternating skeins down here in the stockinette. Sometimes I hold 2 of the skeins together. Some of the skeins are super thin. The ones, I think I did this one on my Russian spindle. It's pretty thin. So I hold that with another very thin one. So I'm getting differing thicknesses, and it just all works out in the end. It's my second hand spun Enchanted Mesa. And it's a very forgiving pattern, and I just really love knitting it. So highly recommend. All right, I also have my sockhead hat, which is knit out of Indulgence 6-ply. And another stitch is off the needles. Okay, I'll just ignore that. This is getting to be, I'll try it on and mess up my hair. This is getting to be kind of ready to decrease. All right, there we are. I think I'm ready for the crown. It hasn't been 6 inches, but even if I fold this double, and my hair is going to be a disaster out of it after this. Even if I fold this double, I'm pretty much ready for the crown. Maybe another inch. I don't know. It doesn't get a lot of action, and probably won't until after Rhinebeck. But it's a very fun knit. I really enjoy the yarn. I think it's merino and polyamide. And then last, fix my lovely hair. Last, I have my Jan Smiley bag. I have some lollipop socks for the month of October. And these are Witchy Woman, Witch's Brew. I don't remember the colorway name. It's a Halloween themed one. There we are. It's my vanilla sock on US 1.5, 2.5 millimeters. Nothing special about it other than this gorgeous yarn, and I hope I can get these done this month and continue my streak of a pair a month. This is what it looks like in the ball. It's a lot of fun. I've had this for over a year, maybe a year and a half. So again, that only gets knit on once in a while. And the black, man, that's not nice to do the ribbing in a black and drop a stitch at night. Yeah, not fun. That's it for works in progress. I really have to just hunker down and get that Enchanted Mesa done. I can't wait to block it. It's going to be super soft. Okay, I do have some spinning, and it's all on those spindles right there. It's Hobbledehoy Layer Cake Batlings, merino, soy silk, bamboo viscose, and gold sparkle, 2.4 ounces. Take a look. This is on my my Spanish Peacock Spindle Kate. So here's my bead whorl. This has been spun for a while. This is my new Turkish spindle from Spanish Peacock, which I really like a lot. Then, what else do I have? This in here. This is my Bosworth Moosey. Got one. This is a heavier spindle, so it's a thicker single. Got one little batling spun onto that. And then I have my other new Spanish Peacock spindle, my drop spindle, my Je suis prêt. That is another one. Layer cake. Doesn't that look like layer cake to you? I really like that little flicking handle. So there were 8 batlings in that batch of layer cake, and I've done 4, and these are the 4 that are left to do. I'm not doing Spinzilla. I've never done Spinzilla. For some reason, I just always feel like I'm too busy this time of year to do Spinzilla. And the same goes for this year. I need to knit a Rhinebeck sweater. I need to do the final edits on my pattern, which is hopefully going to be out maybe by Rhinebeck. We have tentative plans to do a photo shoot early next week, and then it's just tidying up the pattern. My testers are at the very final stage of their knitting. They're amazing. My testers are amazing. I just can't say enough about them. So yeah, too busy for Spinzilla, but I'm rooting y'all on. I'm enjoying my Instagram feed, seeing all of the pretty bobbins. And I really shouldn't be doing this right now, but I've had a spindle with a batling on my kitchen counter all week, and I'm waiting for water to boil or whatever, talking to my husband in the kitchen. I'm spinning, drop spindling, because I'm standing up. So that's it for spinning, really. I don't have acquisitions this week. I have some fabric coming in the mail. I have some yarn coming in the mail still. It's coming from Canada, and it's a sort of a dye to order. But those are both on the way. So possibly next week I will have those to show you. But I did do a little sewing this week. And I've been watching a new podcast. It's a viewer recommended to me. It's the Tiny Paper Foxes podcast with Jenny. I think she has 3 or 4 episodes, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a beautiful podcast. The production values are very nice. She's fun to listen to. She knits and makes beautiful things, and she's probably at the same level of sewing that I am. I mean, the same stage. She's having fit issues like I have been having. So more about that. But anyway, I recommend the Tiny Paper Foxes podcast. It's very good. So I'm wearing a finished sewed item. This is the Scout Tee by Greyline Studio. The Scout Tee. And I'm pretty impressed with this pattern. It comes in this gorgeous little booklet. I did the coffee stain. And tucked inside, of course I have folded this back up, but tucked inside is the pattern. It's all very tidy and just very well done. And which size did I make? Let's see. I made the 14, and it fits beautifully. So, well, I don't typically wear a 14 on top, wear a 14 on bottom. I just took a deep breath and went with the measurements rather than the size, which is completely arbitrary. And I wish somehow that, I don't know, could we have like an A, B, C, D, E instead of 6, 8, 10, 12, 14? Is there a problem with that idea? I'm just putting that out there to pattern designers. So I really love this one, and this is a cotton and steel double gauze. It's so soft. It's just so nice. The pattern is not without its issues. Like, I can't top stitch. Look how uneven that is. It doesn't stop me from wearing it though. And it was a new thing for me to sew something with stripes. I got 2 yards of fabric. I think the pattern calls for maybe 1 5/8 or even less. Anyway, I had about 2 yards, and I knew that my sleeves, I was not going to be able to have enough fabric to match up the stripes on my sleeves. Oops, sorry, baby. And I didn't even have enough to do the same front and back. I mean, I like the way the sleeves look here. I was able to do that. But, like, down here, there's a wide navy stripe, and that's in the front, and then there's a skinnier navy stripe, and that's in the back, and a skinnier gold and a fatter gold and a skinnier gold. I wasn't able to exactly match the stripes. But it wouldn't have done me any good to get more fabric, because then I'd have to sew extra seams in it. So I just kind of treated this as practice. The sleeves have a little gather up here, and that was not too hard to do. I've not been very successful in the past with gathers. But the Scout tee, it came out okay. I'll be making more of those. What else did I sew? Let's see. I sewed a muslin for the staple dress, which I have already tried to make. And Sarah Pomegranate loves this pattern, and it does look very cute, and I bought a new pair of boots that I think would look smashing with this. And I sewed the size, not the measurements that I thought I was, and it didn't fit at all. So I made a muslin, and I had cut into the nice fabric, just going on faith. Leap of faith, it was going to fit me. It was totally going to fit me. I had taken the pattern pieces cut out and sort of like arranged them on my body. Oops, hang on. Sorry. Arranged them on my body, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is the middle seam. Oh, and it goes to this far. It's totally going to fit me. Totally didn't fit me. So the staple dress looks like, it's a very basic dress, easy to sew. It does have some nice details though. You can do it with a dropped hemline like that, or not, and you can tell there is some ease to this pattern. So I took a deep breath, I measured myself again, and I made the extra large. Top and bottom, extra large. And I'm pretty sure it fits. I'm not sure if I love the style on me though. And I want to make it out of this, which I've had in my stash for a while. This is another cotton and steel, just cotton butterfly. Dandelion print, and with the black tights and some boots, and a hand knit cardigan. Yes. So I think I'm just gonna go for it. I am having trouble with the shearing though. I'm not getting a really good gather when I use the shearing thread. When I do the shearing with the elastic thread, it doesn't seem to gather like it should. So I'm trying to troubleshoot that right now. And the pattern does give some ideas, like I'm winding the elastic onto the bobbin with some tension on it. That seems to be a little better, but maybe I need to put even more tension on it. I guess usually you're not supposed to put tension on it, but they said if your machine is sewing with it and you're not getting a good gather, a good shearing effect, then do put tension on it. So, yeah. Okay, last item of sewing is my quilt. It needs tweaks still. I had quilted this a while back, and it's just out of scraps. Lots and lots of scraps that I had laying around. I'm already collecting new scraps for the next one. This is the backing fabric, which is a K facet print that I adore. And then I bound it in some black bias tape that I made, and I stink at binding quilts. I really, truly do. It's totally wonky, but yeah, I need to go down and do a better job on some parts of it. And then cut off all the threads, and then Alice and I will have a nap underneath it. Right, Alice? She's not lifting her head up. Can you see? This is Alice's butt right here. Oh, who's touching me? Hi, sweetheart. That is sewing for now, and I want to sew some more things to wear to Rhinebeck, but I really got to get that sweater done. So, what else do I have to talk to you about? Not a lot. 25 minutes. Okay. So Rhinebeck is coming up. Did I say that? I fly out on next Friday, the 16th, and very, very, very excited. I will be going to the Indie Untangled show in Kingston on Friday night. If all of the stars align, I will be there. I'm excited to do that. And I will be going to the Jill Draper trunk show on Saturday night. I think it's also in Kingston, or it's near there. So let's see. I'll be staying in a house with 3 other women. We're driving up from JFK together, and I can't wait to get away, have a change of scenery, go to knitting prom, see all of the celebrities. I will be at the podcaster meetup at 1 o'clock on the grassy knoll. But if you see me just hanging out, come and say hi. I have cards with a coupon code on them. And speaking of coupon codes, if you've listened to the Carolina Fiber Girls, my sock patterns are discounted. If you go to their Ravelry site, you can get all of the amazing prize information and discount codes for their supporters for their Socktoberfest. So, Alice, is that it for the day? I think so. I don't know if we'll do an Ask Fibertown today or not. Maybe we'll just put on some Netflix and knit. Let's see. Do we have an Ask Fibertown? Oh, I do not. Okay. Thanks for coming over and spending 25-ish minutes with me today and Alice down here. And thanks for your responses on social media, on the Ravelry group, and if I don't respond to you on YouTube, it's because for some reason I can't. Some of you I can respond to, some of you I can't. I don't know why. But thank you. Thank you for chiming in, giving me your input, your thoughts. I do enjoy that connection with you guys. And want to say hi to all of the string theorists that work with Mrs. Bauer. You're probably not watching this, but I'm saying hello, and I'm glad you enjoy the things I sent you. And I look forward to seeing what you all do with them. And I look forward to seeing what you all do in the coming weeks. FOs. I will have another giveaway next week, so come and see me then. Alice, say goodbye. She's like a wet noodle right now, a warm wet noodle, all limp, having her afternoon nap. All right, everyone. Uh-oh, I've lost my mouse. Okay, till next time, y'all take care. Bye-bye.